Hello divine beings, hello divine creators. We are Kemet Kah-Ri. Thank you so much for joining us. Beautiful beings, this is a foreseeing for Monday the 16th of June to Sunday the 22nd of June 2025. Let us see what is coming through for this week for all of you, for the learning, for the experiencing, for the discovery. True reflection, the mirror, the reality finally mirroring you, showing you the true reflection of who you are, of where you are, of where you choose to be, of where you choose to be, for you choose to be at source now. So now the reflection of you at source being seen by you, by your experiences, by what you are discovering about yourself. It's interesting, we on our OnlyFans page, we have been working on sexual sexual expression downloads, and the last one we uploaded was, well, the first was sexual voice, awakening or your sexual voice, and then it was rebirthing sexual drive, and the last one was physical sexuality. And as we are uploading this and as we are sharing these, naturally it's limitless, and we're receiving the downloads, we're receiving the uploads. And yes, of course, a part of us, when we were receiving this energy, thought, okay, this is speaking about intimacy, sexual intimacy. And yet, goodness, Source was saying yes, and this is exactly why we wanted to shift this, for sexual expression is not about intimacy between two people all the time, at all. It's about you and your passion, your creativity, the birthing of your divine feminine and masculine together, what you birth. And we've been experiencing an awakening of our passion and creative things we've been doing which we didn't even know we could do, or we had the potential to do. We are picking up sketching and drawing and drawing our light codes, and we've always received sigils, but now we are putting it in this artwork, and it's quite a fascinating experience. And once we have complete, which of course there are a few which we wish to offer as prints, but it's just that understanding of the calm and the way in which doing this artwork feels so natural, as though we've been doing it for 50 years, and yet it's the first time we're actually really doing this, has been profound. And realizing, releasing the defining of how you are to experience and express your passion and creativity and sexuality and all things, how it just breaks through and opens up a whole floodgate of creativity and expressions of passion and a joy and a love of life which is unmatched. And so it is this mirroring of finally you've released the resistance between you. You're asking, you're receiving, you're desiring a manifestation. Finally, you've released the noise and the conditioning. So now, this week, many of you experiencing a true reflection of you. And should there be a slight distortion or a slight malalignment, you're able to see it and clear it so that it reflects. You're no longer holding on to the distortion. You're no longer making excuses for the malalignment. It's easy for you to see and, okay, actually, we didn't realize I was still judging there. Oh, I didn't realize I was holding back there. Oh, I didn't realize I was still not allowing there. We kept receiving readings of take action, and we kept thinking, okay, but Source, what action, what action, what action, waiting for action, waiting for action, what action? And Source this morning said, inspired action, of course. We're not going to give you instruction, but right now, what do you feel like doing? I feel like, then go there. That's take action. Take action what you feel, that gut instinct, that gut intuition. Your human sensory is now aligned to Source. So, and you're physicaling now. It's time to physical. It's time to human. So trust your humaning. Trust the guidance from the light, from the physical. because now you're receiving from the physical. So be physical, be human. You came here to be human. And yes, you are still a star seed, you're still a multi-vibrational being, you're all the energies of all your eternal frequency, and yet in a human form you wish to experience all of this power. Don't punish this human experiencing with what you had experienced in your past, because this human body, this human experiencing, this human physicality, it's just a canvas. It was you who amassed and created everything you created through what you were believing and understanding. So don't punish yourself either. Release and forgive and release the ways you were. And now embrace who you are. Embrace your humanness and embrace this physical reality for you to receive from it. And be at ease. Be within flow. Knight of Wands energy. We're receiving also for this week. Knight of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Wands, receiving and going. Source in motion, source creating, source being. And then Queen of Swords, seeing the truth of you. True reflection, true reflection, true reflection. Queen of Wands, reflection, reflection, reflection. What you are being is what you are seeing. How you are being, how you are doing. All you do being source, all you do being love. That's the main message, true reflection. And this will be in all different areas of your life, whether it's in your career, relationships, whether it's in your home, whatever it is. So be open and don't be too reactive. Respond, okay? Because you're now seeing perhaps where you are still not allowing that true reflection. For us, for example, what we just said. But source, what action? What action? Action, action, action. We're waiting for the action. You haven't told us an action. Where's the action? Because we're so used to being in the spirit, in the shadow, where everything is aligned. Do this, do this, do this. And that was for us to receive the releasing of the conditioning and to receive our codes, right? Very analytical when we're working in the shadow, in the hermit, in the cave. Thinking, thinking, receiving the guidance very specific. And now they're saying, hey, the guidance of the light is intuitive. We do not think here, we just be here, we just do here. It's a flowing, it's a flowing, it's a flowing. A being, thus the doing within the being, of your love, of your source, of your joy, of your abundance, of all the wonderful things you're wanting. So instead of reacting, okay, so what do you mean? Intuitive action. Okay, so how I've just been doing. Stop questioning. And stop questioning and making excuses. Oh, but I can't do that because I'm saving for. No, but we're guided to go get that. We're going to get it. We're going to trust the funds to come in. We're guided to go there. We're going to go there. We're going to trust it's where to be. No longer questioning and having, oh, but I need to, but what if, and I have to budget. It's like, okay, we're trusting the intuitive flow. Just as when we were conditioned and we just recklessly went about without thinking, we're going to now go about without thinking, but now it's no longer reckless. Now it's within the fluidity and the flow and the service of the love we are, thus the service of us within love, thus the service of all within love. Ten of Cups, we're seeing happiness, abundance, community. Finally, trusting community, trusting physical community, trusting human community, no longer having the friendships and the familyships bound by the conditioning and the obligations of old programming, but now understanding and seeing and allowing the harmony and resonance to be the co-creative energy, the resonance to be the key of co-creation. So there's no longer distortion, there's no longer imbalance, everything is balanced, frequencies are fluid and flowing, harmony. Ten of Pentacles, stability. Finally, what you are working on is of you. What you are building upon is of you. What you are manifesting and learning and you are engaging in is of you. Thus stable, thus protective of you, nurturing of you, caring of you, organically, intuitively. You don't have to action these parameters of care and nurture and safety. They simply are. For you allow your frequency to be within the energies of care, love, and nurture. Character, You are discovering your character, your personality, your individuality, and you're also allowing yourself to be in your highest character, and not a role as in the character or human character, or it's literally the way that you be is of your highest, purest form, the pure form of you, from your source to life, from spirit to life. Kiriesh katur tare mekresh, kiravato vatesh katur ma kirie. Our stomach has been grumbling for the last 3 weeks, so we apologize if you've been hearing it through all the recordings. Our roots, our lower frequencies have been shifting, moving, relocating, so we feel this is all part of the process. This is grumbly. We have literally eaten, we're quite full, and yet you would think we've been starving for weeks. So please ignore the grumbles. Imagine it, envision it, and receive it as communication from the depths of our bowels for the highest alignment possible. Kiriatu rotalesh, we digress. Kiriash kiatu, kriyash kiatalavesh kita, miatoshka. Power through intention, not through control, not through defining, but through intention. You're finally seeing your creative power come to being, for you allowing it to be what you intend through the love, no longer the deception, manipulation of things. You don't need to turn and twist things into being. You simply allow things to be as they are. Now you discern whether you want to be there or not. The truth of things is, the integrity of the truth remains. Thus, you're not tricked, and you're not tricking yourself. You're no longer tricking yourself, doing things you know are not in harmony with you, and then pretending things are going to come in alignment, and then being shocked when they don't, and then being miserable, and then you're no longer tricking yourself. You understand, oh, that doesn't align, release. That doesn't align, release. Oh, that aligns, let's go. Knowing if I choose what doesn't align, then I can't expect alignment. You're no longer making excusing and excuses for your own betrayal of self. You're no longer betraying yourself. Trusting, right? The source of betrayal is mistrust. Because if you do not receive from your source and trust, and then be that frequency and trust, then you do not allow your guidance to guide you to all the spaces where you will be honored. You then mistrust your guidance, mistrust your being, thus you then align to betrayal, where you will not be honored. Mastery, the reclaiming of your power, of your frequencies, of your highest creative joy and pleasure and alignment. So it's really a week of, again, true reflection, really coming into your highest being state, but through a physical human experience. And it doesn't mean you no longer do your beautiful work and your integrations and weaving. Of course you do. I mean, you've literally witnessed us speak and channel at the same time, and that's all a part of you, and yet you align the balance of your spiritual self and your physical self, both aligned. Yet you are allowing your physicality to be where you are focused and grounded, for we came here to be physical. If you wanted to be a spiritual being only, you would be in the spirit realm. You'd be in the non-physical. But you're here, in the light, in the physical. So be physical. Be physical. Trusting that your physical now is aligned to your spirit, to your source. So you can trust the physical being you are. Riatore. Riatore. Trust the physical being you are. Riatore. Riatore. Trust the physical being you are. Riatore. Riatore. And trust the physical experience and environment you're in now, that is coming to you now. When you trust the being you are, this realigns. Trust the realignment. Trust the guidance. Trust the being you are. Within sacred love, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you soon. Blessed be.